You heard of Poseidon? I stole his wife, Cleito. What's up, Vape fam? It's Dave from Married to the Mod. Today I'm going to have a review on the Cleito by Aspire. And if you like flavor, you like vapor, you like a lot of airflow, this could be a sub-ohm tank for you. Lots of different parts that come with it so that you can kind of customize it to put your own swing on it. But what we're going to do is go ahead and drop down low. I'm going to show you about it, even though it's a simple tank. Let me catch a vape and we'll get down there. And we're back with you down low here. This is the packaging that Cleito comes in. Nice packaging. It's going to say Cleito. On the back here, it's just going to give you a rundown, tell you how the coil and the chimney are the same piece, which we'll show you. In here, you're going to have a complete Cleito tank, an extra replacement atomizer, replacement Pyrex tube, 4 rubber cuffs, which I'll show you, and a vape band. Open it up. Pull this off here, and in here it's going to show you how to assemble and fill the tank. And right there's your sizes. From base to the top without the drip tip is going to be 40 millimeters. The whole thing is going to be 52, which means this drip tip is going to be 12, and it is a 22 millimeter wide addy. Alright, in here you're going to get an extra Pyrex tube. These are these chuff caps, which I believe are so you don't burn your lips on that top cap. It's gonna get hot, obviously, and also you can change the color, kind of put your own spin on it. And what comes in it is actually a 0.4 coil, which this is. Big diameter there in the middle. It's got to be 4 millimeters or so. And on the coil itself, it's going to say 0.4 ohm, 40 to 60 watts. And the 0.2, which is in here. One cool thing I like about this is you can look right into it here. This is how I have it set up with the orange, and then the vape band that comes with it is going to be this. Aspire 2B. You can look right in here and catch that it says 0.2 ohm, 55 to 70 watts. Tons of airflow on this, and you can see how the coil and the cotton kind of end down there. This top piece right here is actually the chimney. Top cap screws right onto here, which I'll show you. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. It's a nice, shorter, simple style addy. There's really not too much to show you on it. This is not a 510. This is a wide bore right here, and it's just kind of a very thin Delrin piece that goes over it. And on here, you can kind of see how there's a washer right there. And you can take, I got a 510 here, drip tip, that you can put right in there. So we'll take all your 510s. However, there's a little bit of overhang. And I don't have the silver one. The silver one is going to have a black O-ring, so it kind of sticks out there. But on the black one, you can't see it too much. To fill this, you're going to go ahead and unscrew the top cap. And the threads on this thing are so nice. Smooth. Unscrew it. And that's that top of that coil. Right in there, you can fit 3.5 milliliters of juice in here. And this whole thing will come apart. Here is your airflow. And I believe there's 3 of them. Tons of airflow on this thing. Your Pyrex glass is just held in by this O-ring down here, but it's solid. It doesn't move too much. And there's no clicking or no stopper on this airflow ring, but it's restricted some. And then on the bottom here, it's going to say Cleito, designed and manufactured by iGate. Has a gold-plated connector pin. Now, it comes with these chuff bands. That's what I've been calling them. It does say chuff on the back. If you take this off, these can just pop on. Like so. There's the blue one, the red one, and the black one. The orange is the way I've been using it. I think it looks sharp with the vape band and that chuff cap on there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and fill this up. And then there she is all filled up. All right, now we're going to go ahead and jump out. I'll tell you the pros and cons, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. And we're back with you up top. This thing, in my opinion, is awesome. It's a 40 millimeter size sub-ohm tank, which is smaller than most. I got it sitting on the RX200, and it's sharp looking. The orange chuff cap, the orange vape band, black on black, matchy-matchy. Really cool looking setup, I feel like. I'm using the 0.2 ohm coil, and I got it at 68 watts. Let's go ahead and have a vape. That flavor is awesome on this thing. They're using a Clapton coil in it, and it's just kicking the flavor out. The vapor, lots of vapor with it, and the airflow is, you can have as much airflow as you pretty much want with this thing. Those are three things I look for in a vape, and I'm sure you guys do too. Airflow, flavor, and the vapor production. And all of them, they nail it with this. I was worried about spitback before I used it, but I've been using it for a few days now, and I haven't had one problem with spitback. And also, when you fill it, I've seen some people close that airflow off, so I decided to try and do it without closing the airflow off, and I haven't had a problem with leaking at all. I've had no problems with leaking with this tank. And another pro, $25 you can pick this thing up for. I got it from wetvapes.com. I'm going to put a link in the description for you. It's a steal for $25 in my opinion, guys. Now, there is a few cons. A big con to me is if you want to change out your coil in this, you have to have that tank empty, otherwise you're going to make a mess. You're going to have to, dump your juice out or something like that. Anyways, this tank has to be empty to change that coil. Another con, if you want to use your own 510 drip tip, you're going to have a little bit of overhang there. That little extension piece that they have on the top cap isn't quite as wide as most drip tips, so you're just going to have maybe a millimeter, maybe a half a millimeter, but it's going to be noticeable. It could matter to some people. And the O-ring is going to be exposed also. On the silver one, it's going to matter more than this. The silver one does have a black O-ring, so it's going to be more noticeable. And then one more con for this thing is you're not going to have a rebuildable deck. And you also don't have temperature control coils yet. You just have straight Kanthal Claptons. That's all I found for it. Maybe they're going to come out with different ones in the future, some stainless steel ones or something. That would be awesome because I do like temp control. But as of right now, I haven't been able to find any. That's about it for the cons. And to me, the pros outweigh the cons. I'm loving this thing. It's been my go-to tank ever since I picked it up. Like I said, pick it up at Web Vapes for $25. That price is a steal. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty short video. I want to thank everyone out there who's subscribed, who's interacting with us, the comments, everything. We love them. Thank you to everyone out there. And remember, vape together, stay together.